can't trust my internet to know if anything ever is actually working, but looks like we're good. Maybe. I see a stream happening, but I sure don't see any video. Sorry, let me just double check everything. I've had a lot of problems with the technical side here, but to be fair, I am also just using... Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm just using an iPad, and that's not the strongest thing I could possibly be using. But also, I don't know, I like drawing on the iPad. It's small, it's compact, it's good. But and it's easy to hold too. It just, I don't know, it feels more like drawing in a sketchbook than drawing on like a bigger tablet would to me. So I enjoy it, and I also like the program Procreate. So although I like Sai too, I don't know. Anyway, today we're going to be drawing, well, we're starting out at least with onion prints. I would love to draw 2 chibis today because I have a lot of commissions and I want to get them sent out sooner than later. So, the onion print is from Final Fantasy. I did a little bit of research on them, but honestly, I could not find very much information. I found out that they're an item, they're a summonable item, but you can also grow them in a garden, I think. Or maybe you grow the item with which you summon them in a garden. I'm not entirely sure what their deal is. It was really hard. I also couldn't find any video of what this character looks like, which is a bummer because the commissioner specifically wanted the onion prince mid-dance, and I don't know if there's a specific dance this character does. If there was, I couldn't find it, so sorry if I get this wrong, but I'm just gonna kind of do something similar to the pose that I was sent in the reference picture, because that looks a little dance-esque, so. Little feet there. A little smaller than that. Yeah. So yeah, this is just a really adorable character design. I don't know exactly who or what this character is, but I love their design. So let's go ahead and make this body a little tinier. Yeah, oh, that's cute. Good. Okay. I think overall this is gonna be just a fairly small badge, just because it's such a small character, but I want it to at least be like a decent size. So that is why I have the reference layer, by the way, is for oh, I just bit my tongue. Blah. Oh god. Okay. But yeah, I have the reference layer on here for the most part just for size comparison, just because I'm very, very, very bad at having consistent sizes in characters if I don't have a reference to go from, so nope. Let's do a little more exaggerated on these little tufts here, I think. Like a bit higher on the side too. I kind of want it to go to this point. My cat found where I record. He wants to come in. But he's not allowed in this room because this is the room where we keep oil paint. And cat wants to eat everything. So he is not allowed anywhere near oil paint. So let's give him kind of like a baggier jacket to kind of add emphasis to the movement there. It looks like his jacket kind of goes over his little flippers there, which is just really, really cute. This is a cute character. It's good sized eyes, but let's try to make him look a little less sad. I still want to give him the droopies, but he's doing kind of a happy little dance, you know. So yeah, as far as Final Fantasy is concerned, I have watched a little bit of gameplay of Final Fantasy VII. I've watched the abridged series for Final Fantasy VII, and then I know the Final Fantasy characters that are in Kingdom Hearts, because I played Kingdom Hearts, not Final Fantasy. Growing up, we had a very strict, I'm not going to say fairly, we had a very strict, no one was allowed to play video games unless everyone could play them, and then also a strict, you know, adhering to the rating scale on video games. So, you know, my older brother and I were, so I got 4 brothers, one older, and oh gosh, how do I want these eyes? Sorry, the eye positioning is so important, so I want to make sure I get it just right, you know. But so 4 brothers, 1 older, 3 younger, and we're all exactly 3 years apart. So the my youngest brother is 9 years younger than me, which means I was allowed to play. Yeah, for the most part, yeah, we played a lot of Mario Party, a lot of Animal Crossing. We played a lot of like armor games like Flash games online. But the computer, we had one, and it had to be in the living room. I had a computer for writing specifically, actually, that I was allowed to have in my room, but it wasn't connected to the internet, and the only programs it had on it were Microsoft Word and Solitaire and Minesweeper. So that's actually part of why I'm so weirdly good at Minesweeper, is because that's one of the only games I had that I could play away from everyone else. So whenever I needed me time, I would play either Solitaire or Minesweeper. So I'm decently good at both of those games. But yeah, so by the time I was allowed to play E10 games, I was 19. I had moved out of the house before I was allowed to play games rated E10. So I don't know, Final Fantasy just was not one of the games I was ever even considered allowed to play in my time living at home. And I just haven't had a chance to play it since moving out. So I'm sure the games are fantastic. They're definitely on like my bucket list, but so is everything else in the world. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, let's just make you invisible for a second and try starting over. See if we can get something we like more. Kind of more like that type of shape. Just really exaggerate the curves here. And I want it to look like it curves well with his head too, you know? Gosh, if I'm having this hard a time on the sketch, I'm gonna have a really hard time lining. We never really played any of the games that were